What is up? We are live. USA versus Canada. Hey Siri, turn off all the lights. Hey Siri, turn on the office lights. How's it going? We do not have anybody in the chat. Hey everybody, we got some people in. I'm trying to okay. What did I do wrong? Okay, trying to work the live chat out, guys. I don't know if I don't know what I did. I did something and I do it every time. Should be everybody. I don't know. All right. Why Is there no chat? Why is chat disabled? I don't understand. Okay, guys, chat's fixed. Chat is fixed. Who's in the chat? We got 2 people here. Who do we have? So the game starts at 7:15 Eastern Standard Time or 3:15 Alaska Standard Time, where I'm at. Hope you can hear me okay. Thumbs up in the chat, leave a like or subscribe. And there's not going to be any video, obviously. I'm not going to show the stream. I'm just going to talk about what we see. So I'll be watching Canada, USA, World Juniors. And we're about to kick off. So let's see how it goes. And I don't have a Canada jersey. So let's throw that up there. The old Deadpool. Put on the okay. Working on the Streamlabs stuff. Broad daylight. Looks like Canada is getting off the bus. I do not know the rosters. That would be a good thing to know. Got some people popping in. What's up, everybody? How's it going? We're just doing color. They are covering NHL Network is who I'm watching in the US. In Canada, I'm assuming you can watch it on TSN because it looks like Dave Reed and sorry if I don't know the gentleman doing the thing is doing the TSN feed. So let's see what we got. Couple people. I can't see who is in. I'm working on doing the Streamlabs stuff. I got a lot of work to do on this thing. So if anybody has any questions or wants to know, I'm looking up the rosters. I know that I saw Spencer Knight was playing for Canada and Levi. I'm just trying to see the roster. So here's what they're talking about. Canada's top caliber talent through 6 contests thus far. Canadian players have outscored their opponents 41-4. That sounds fair. Leading the way with 8 goals and 8 assists is for Dylan Cousins. That's cool to hear him doing well. Buffalo Sabres player. as 16 points have tied him for the tournament lead, enjoying a strong run through his second year of competition. Cousins now since tied for fourth all-time in Team Canada production of the World Juniors. What I like about Dylan Cousins is he's kind of like real close to me. I think he's from Deadhorse, which is like one of the places I could drive in within a day from Alaska. Here we go. Team Canada projected lineup. Darcy Kemper goalie. Olin Power, Mario Ferraro, and Nicholas Bowden at lefty. Andrew Mangiapane, Maxime Comtois, Nick Paul, Brian Hagel, Cole Perfetti at left wing. I wasn't fast enough. Let me see if I can back it up here real quick. If it's going to let me. Maybe no. Okay, I'm trying to go live with it, so I'm just shooting from the hip here. So nice to hear about Cousins doing really well for Team Canada. Only needing one more point to put him in a tie for second on that list, Cousins would sit alongside Braden Shin and Jordan Eberle with 26 points. 7 more would see him overtake Eric Lindros for first. I don't think he's going to get 7 in this game. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that Dylan Cousins is not going to break Eric Lindros' record unless USA doesn't show up. While Bowen Byram's 5 points through 6 might not seem worthy headline, this is highly touted defensive prospect progressing that far behind a mere 2 assists he has earned last year. What's more is that on top of his newly found production, Byram's plus 14 in the championship game, that leads his team tournament, leaving little doubt that he does far more to help while he's on the ice. Here's what I'll say about him too. Isn't he like Colorado could be playing him right now? I don't know if they don't want to burn a year. Did anybody comment anything? I didn't see anything. We got a couple watching. Can I share the stream? Yeah, let's share it. See if I can get anybody. Okay. Yeah, use. Okay, real quick while I'm messing around with this. USA's undisputed star power. This is from the Hockey Writers, by the way, thehockeywriters.com. Not easy to be outdone. Team USA is the only other team to achieve 6 wins as they make their way towards competing for a better podium finish. Their 34 goals scored is second to Canada's total. That seems to be a common theme between the two nations, as USA also finds itself beaten only by Canadian players in the number of major categories. The outlier is Travis Zegras, who now shares the tournament lead with Canada's Cousins. Both have 16 points thus far. Zegras has worked his way up to being tied with Jeremy Roenick for second on Team USA's all-time production list through his second year in the tournament. 3 more, and he'll pass Jordan Schroeder for first. You know that sucks because you never heard of that guy. How much more he'll earn is yet to be seen. I could see him getting 3 points in this game. While the USA hopes to be enough to help him finish in first place, man, Zegras is a stud. Although USA's defensive game hasn't nearly had the same level of attention, it is important to give 18-year-old Brock Faber the credit he has earned for his balanced play. I didn't realize that this was like fairly young players. I thought there were some veterans playing, like some old veterans. This is not working. I have this adjusted for Deadpool. This is the 75th year USA hockey. That was 2012. So we are getting next year 85 years of USA hockey. beat the Russians in the gold medal. Yeah, leave a like, subscribe, post a comment. I'd love to chat with the two folks in here. If you don't speak English, use Google Translate. So it's always a big deal when USA plays Canada, right? Even if it's at 7 a.m. Eastern time. You know, Canadians are getting up for this on, Toronto. And so we shall see. So Terry Caution says Canada's World Junior roster, goalie Levi, Gauthier, Garan, Schneider, Korzak, Byram, Harley, Drysdale, Spence, Gooley, Barron, Doc, Zeri, Holloway, Perfetti, Peltier, Newhook, Suzuki, McMichael, Krebs, Byfield, Mercer, Cousins, Tomasino, and Quinn. Couple Sabres draft picks, got an Anaheim Duck and Drysdale, I don't know where Suzuki's brother is drafted. That'll be interesting. So Canada has 26 gold medals. US has 2. Head-to-head wins, 41 head-to-head wins for Canada, 7 for the US. Canada's the number 1. US is 6th. I don't know how the US is 6th. I sometimes wonder. So goalie Cal Peterson, Jake Ottinger for goalies for US. Kristen Wolanin, Matt Hellickson, Zach Jones, Tennyson, Connor Mackey. Lots of Jack Capuano coaching the US. He is chatting with the media. So I will.
We're going to need that against Canada. They have some skill, obviously.
Here's Jack.
And they'll line up in that top line with Brown and Henrique. So, we talked about manufacturing some goals on the back end the last time that, we played Canada. So it's going to be a good game. We're going to have to be structured and play fast. Obviously, they got a lot of confidence here, starting the tournament the way they did, and now they're rolling. So, we're going to have to be at our best.
Little Pacific Battle Reader in that. Cal Peterson, Los Angeles Kings, so that save percentage.
Cal Peterson, 961 save percentage, 4-1, 101 goals against average. Get the F out of there. Darcy Kemper, 3-2, 227, 902 save percentage. Nothing against Darcy Kemper, but Cal Peterson from the Los Angeles Kings tearing it the F up.
Drama today. More excitement, more unpredictability.
Okay, I cannot probably play any more of this because this is TSN talking. Yeah, craziness. All right, I'm going to share the stream if you don't mind doing it. If you're in the chat, share the stream, share the stream, share the stream. Go to your networks and Discords and all that stuff and tell people, hey, the Sports Beard Sports, Jeremiah Maxwell here in Anchorage, Alaska, calling the color and live reactions to USA versus Canada. Our friends from the North. And for me, South, because most of them live south and east of me. All right. And if anybody has any questions, drop it in the chat. I was not planning on doing this, but decided, you know what? I'm going to do this. Okay. Why did it do that? Fucking screen. All right. 3 in the chat. Screen. I don't know what you're asking, buddy. Sorry. I don't know what you mean. If you're Russian, just use the Google Translate and ask me in English. I'm not showing the game. I'm just live reacting. Zanson. So the game has started. We're 9:20 in. USA's in the zone. They got a little pressure. I love the Olympic ice. It's so wide. So much wider. Can you guys see my face? You should be able. Yeah, you can see my face. I see the stream. So USA gets a pretty good shot on Kemper from. That was a deflected shot. I just have a sneaking suspicion the US is going to win this game. The fact that they were 6th in the ratings, just like to me, it doesn't make any sense. Connor Garland dumped all the way down. Okay, I need to know the rosters here. This is not helping. No, this is super professional, but 18 minutes to go. USA coming out of the zone. Canada recovers in their own end, moving out. I mean, Canada runs the goalie, and I don't know if they scored. They did score. Canada scores 1-0. Canada ran the goalie there. That was a good play. A lot of room. Brandon Peary for his 3rd goal of the tournament. So. Hey, what's up, J-Dog? 7 a.m. Yeah, it's 3 a.m. here in Alaska. So I didn't go to bed. I wanted to watch this. Yeah, I'm going for – oh, what a shot. So he scored the goal and then fell into the goalie. Nothing you could do. Hey, J-Dog, let me know if you can hear me okay. If anything seems funky, you might be the only one left in the chat. It's super exciting. So Canada scores 17:52 left in the first. The Olympic ice, man, so much wire. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, J-Dog. I appreciate it. I'm just going to do color, J-Dog. I'm not really a play-by-play. If you know me from the Hot Take Hockey stream, John Viveros, Hot Take Hockey, subscribe to Hot Take Hockey. He makes that look easy. That is way hard. And I don't have any desire. I don't know the numbers for the players and the players that well. So one of these days I want to do like a collab with John, and we'll do like a USA Canada stream or something, or maybe a Caps Leafs game or something. Oh, excuse me. I did say it was 3 a.m. The sun comes up, by the way, J-Dog. The sun comes up in an hour and a half, and it's already light out. So it never got dark. So USA came out kind of putting a lot of pressure on Canada initially, got a couple of good scoring chances, and then, Canada on the transition scored that goal. So, much harder. I often say the North American game translates a little bit harder in these Olympic style tournaments, because they play on either hybrid or Olympic ice, except for I believe the next Olympics is actually going to be on North American ice. So, hey, J-Dog, can I make you a moderator? Are you still in the chat? I know you from the Hot Take Hockey streams, and I don't have a moderator. Are you cool with being a moderator just for this chat? You don't have to do it forever. And I plan on doing like live sports shows, but I don't want to do a lot of live sporting events. We'll see. I mean, we'll just see how it goes. I'm playing it by ear. Let me know, J-Dog. I think we got a little bit of a delay. So yeah, dude. I don't just, if like somebody says some like racist, horrible crap, that way I can have somebody that you can just, so you are a mod, I think, should have made you a moderator. So, and like I said, come in, subscribe, leave a like. I don't have any likes or dislikes, I don't think. So just comment. USA still controls the puck in the O-zone, 14:56 left in the first. Actually been really impressed with how USA has looked. All this extra space to move the puck around and stuff. Nice shot on goal there. Kemper looks sharp. He's actually been tested more, and they're showing that pass. What a play. Great goal by Peary. Just a super nice pass by Walker. It was actually a kick save rebound. So, yeah, J-Dog. So Alaska's a great place to come visit. And if you were going to visit, June is a great time to visit. That is the longest days of the summer. So, and then we start losing time after about the 22nd, and still have some pretty long days in the summer. All through, really don't notice the dark until September. But yeah, real cool. Canada, a little pressure. What a shot from the point. So Stetcher. And I don't think that is the Red Wing Stetcher. So yeah. So J-Dog, if you can handle the 5 in the chat in case it's crazy. I appreciate it. Let me just type something. Type something, J-Dog, and see if it pops up. Because I don't know if you get the wrench or if that's Streamlabs thing. I'm working on getting my Streamlabs stuff. I just need to do a bunch of stuff. I let some licenses expire and I need to do a bunch of stuff. So yeah, thank you, J-Dog. test. Blue wrench. Really appreciate it. And I'll take you off of it at the end unless you want to keep doing it. So I don't plan on going live much this summer, to be honest with you. So power break. 13:46 left in the first. USA is down 1-0 to Canada. Canada is the number 1 ranked team in this tournament. The US was 6th. So, and I would love to see the roster. Let's see. Oh, Spencer Knight is the goalie for Team USA. I did not know that. I thought he was Canadian. You guys have any questions or want to talk about the game? We're on a commercial break. I got to get that wild intermission stuff. I think once I get Streamlabs piped down, I'm going to be fine. I've got all that kind of working out. All right. Yeah. Face off coming in the neutral zone. And that Olympic ice, man. I mean, it just looked, I don't understand why the NHL doesn't want to go to at least a hybrid ice. It just is going to let your skill guys play. I understand people think it'll take the physicality out of the game, but I'm telling you, like, just adding that little bit of width. You don't have to add the length, but just add a little bit of width. And really, they could just take out the penalty boxes on one side of the arena and just put them on the same side as the team benches. I don't know what the logistics are for every arena, if that would work or what have you. But yeah, we'll see. Be interesting. So this is my first live stream for a sport, not just like a, hey, let's talk about the hockey game. Or so this is we'll see how this goes. We'll see how we play this out. Yeah, USA pressuring here in the ozone. 12:43 left to go in the first. And if I could tell you who the players were, 29. Oh, and Canada almost scored again. Coming back. Wow. Oh, long pass. Oh, USA had a great scoring chance, like 2-on-1, 20. I don't know who 20 is. Well, I don't see 20. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly right, J-Dog. A lot of baseball teams set their own dimensions. So we have it here in Alaska. I think we have 3, or at one point there was not very many Olympic ice. I think we had like 4 of the 6 that were in US here in Anchorage. And our East Coast Hockey League team played on it. And you don't notice it when you're watching it on television. It's way more noticeable. But when you're at a game, it doesn't look like it's all that much different. It just allows the skill guys to be a little bit more skilled. So Brown has had a couple grade A chances. Walker, and then Henrique should have buried that. Mangiapane and Henrique had really good chances on this last little just for Canada. And then the US had a pretty good scoring chance too. The problem with the 2-on-0 was the guy passed it across and it was on his backhand. And I'm sorry, I don't know who the player was because I thought he was wearing number 20, but I don't see a number 20 on the roster. So that I don't get it. And I think it's accurate. No, maybe it's not. I have no idea. This isn't accurate. This isn't accurate. This is not accurate. 6 in the chat. Leave a like. Ask a comment. Here we go. Face off in the U.S.'s end. Won by Team USA. I don't know why it's so hard. This is part of the problem with the IIHF stuff. Like, make it easy for people to get the information. Like, if I Google it, like, come on. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, here we go. I got the lineups. So 20 for US. Okay, it wasn't 20. I must have misread the number. There's not a 20. 55 for the US is Matt Hellickson. All right, 11. Brian Boyle. Wonder if he's okay. No kidding. Gerard Gallant, head coaching for Canada, great coach, and Jack Capuano, who I actually thought was a pretty good coach. Coached the Islanders for a while. I think quite a while. So some NHL names I recognize, like Liam Foudy for Team Canada. So Peterson in goal for USA. 9:52 left to go. Still 1-0 Canada. Canada in their own end. They worked the puck out below their goalie. Passed out. USA recovers in their end. 39 is Zach Jones. Zach Jones. I'm going to do a little. Okay. They're not going to let me look at it, huh? You're a big college fan, so when you watch the game on Olympic ice, it doesn't even faze you. Remember, UAA played on Olympic ice. Yeah, J-Dog, University of Alaska Anchorage, played on the same ice as the Alaska Aces at the Sullivan Arena. I do believe their new arena, the Alaska Airlines Center, which is not Olympic ice. I have not seen a game there, though. We've had some problems that they're trying to save the hockey team here. The university has had some real financial problems here in Alaska. So they used to play in the WCHA, though, that had like Michigan and Minnesota, like some really good schools. Basically the SEC of college hockey. A lot of the Midwest stuff. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I think the WCHA folding, their inability to jump on to a newer, I don't know, man. Like, you got to stay with the times. And They've had some good players. Jay Beagle played for I think a season. Oh, USA almost scored. 8:17 left to go. I don't know what happened there. 19. Good scoring chance. And 19 is Jason Robertson. I thought it was him, but I wasn't sure. I couldn't see his. I'm just going to print this. Can I print this? So I know. Is it not going to print? So we're at commercial break, FYI. J-Dog, are you in Philly area when they transitioned to smaller buildings? I'm pretty sure the NHL side, they did end up cutting their program, I believe, which sucks. Yeah, no, I think UAA still has a hockey team. As far as I know, they do. I just haven't seen it. Are you? I haven't seen. Let me look. I know they had some Save the Sea Wolves things, but as far as I know, they're still good. Yeah, the new arena is much smaller. As far as I know, they're still good. I mean, it's sad that I don't know the college team that's in my town. Yeah, UAF, I know they're having some problems too. But oh, they did cut the program. I don't know. Yeah, you noticed it. You knew more. Yeah, okay. So they opt out of the 2021 season due to COVID concerns. But I don't think that means that they're done trying to field a hockey team. I think they're still trying. So somebody pledged 250 grand to them. Split the pot, donated 8,200. Yeah, so I think they're trying to keep them. So J-Dog, I think they are actually trying to are you from Alaska, J-Dog? You said you wanted to always go to Alaska, but you root for the Alaska teams. That's cool, man. Yeah, UAF, I think Colton Paranko, UAF. I know that Phoenix Copley, who's a goalie in the Capital System, is from Fairbanks. Jeremy Swayman, a goalie for the Bruins, is from Anchorage. Of course, legendary Scott Gomez. He's like our best player. We got Brendan Dubinsky, Matt Carl, Joey Crabb. There's a bunch of Nate Thompson still playing. I don't know if he's getting a lot of ice time, but yeah, let me see if I can get this list up. That's crazy. I thought they did. I knew they suspended it. That makes sense. All right, let me see if this will do it. I don't have to keep looking at this, and I can just read them. All right. I just need a blank document. Okay. All right, real quick. Stoppage in play. USA hasn't looked terrible. I mean, Canada kind of a fat rebound and just a really great play. It just ended up on his stick. So kind of bad luck, but excellent shot. So that's not the only goal. 5:57 to go. USA working it out of their own end. Yeah, I think J-Dog, they're trying to save them. I've seen signs around town. I mean, honestly, with the pandemic and stuff, everything's kind of opened up at the end of May. So people are getting out and doing a lot more. So I don't know. I'm assuming next year, if they have the funding, they'll bring them back. What kills them is travel. Like, travel is ridiculous. And I don't even, I love college hockey too, man. They just don't do a great job of showing it. Oh, you're from Philly. You watched an Alaska playoff game. I just started watching. If you don't mind me asking, what's your age? Because I cannot remember the last time UAF I know they're much which is ironic, dude, because Fairbanks sucks. There's nothing there. There's a big ass military base, Fort Wainwright, and like the Cheetah Hot Springs. It's flat. You think Alaska Mountains, which there are here in Anchorage, there isn't in Fairbanks. So it's kind of exactly suits its name. So I think no touch icing is in effect for the IIHF games, which I'm okay with. I like the hybrid because it just forces players to be, responsible and like not be lazy. Okay. I was going to print this, but I'm over it. Okay. Yeah, I've always just, USA, nice shot. Oh, fanned on it, 72. Nice shot. Tage Thompson, ironically, played in Alaska in high school. He's not originally from here, but yeah. So 2014 was the last year the Aces existed, I think, and that was our East Coast Hockey League team, and they won 2 or 3 East Coast Hockey League championships, and they had some good. And I mean, like the year of the lockout in 2004, which you're probably pretty young. Like Gomez, a lot of the Alaska NHL players came and played. So pretty cool. Ooh, great scoring chance by USA. Wraparound attempt by 43 for US. That is Colin Blackwell. So Blackwell and Kevin LeBlanc putting it on Canada a little bit, trying to get a goal beyond the net. Kemper looks good. I don't know the age requirements and limits, so you got 6 in the chat. I'd love to. It's commercial break, by the way. I'd love to know who all's in the chat besides J-Dog. Philly, man, I love Philly sports area. I'm a Giants fan in football, so the Giants Eagles have a huge rivalry. And I had a good friend in the Army that was a big Eagles fan, and he was killed in Iraq. He was from Doylestown. Colby Umbrell, rest in peace, Colby. His folks came to our crappy sports bar here in Anchorage, and I gave him a 54. At the time, I think Jeremiah Trotter was a good player for the Eagles, and it says Umbrell. That was his high school football number. Gave it to his mom. I hope they wear it to all the games. I'd love to go. If you guys follow Bad Dog Sports, Bad Dog's a big Giants fan, or Philly 500, big Eagles fan on YouTube. Good guys. Fun to watch. Bad Dog is him and Chris Entertainer. They do such a good job. Like, they do a ton of research. I'm really impressed with the level of stuff that they put out on YouTube. So USA is breaking into the zone, and what a scoring chance. It looked like they almost deflected it in. 3:09 in the first left. Getting some pressure here from the second line, I think. Nope, top line. Christian Wolanin, Hellickson, Robertson, Moore, Garland. They look good. 86 is Wolanin. Oh, goal, 43. So it looks like they were in the midst of change. Colin Blackwell, goal, baby. USA. And sorry if you're Canadian, you're watching. I just want a good game. I mean, I want USA to win, but I want a good game, though. It's 1-1. Colin Blackwell, great play. Screenshot, deflected it in. What a play. Point shot, not unlike Canada's goal, right at the blue line. What a blast, and a perfect deflection. Went 5-0 on Kemper. Nobody's stopping that. So I may be a tad bit behind you guys. Yeah. hopefully we can get some folks in as people begin to wake up. And I'll take a brief intermission break to like grab a snack and stuff, but I'm going to stay on for the whole game. I do not want to take the survey parallels. F off. Another great shot by chance by Connor Garland. Where are we at? I'm going to put this on full, actually. And let's see. Oh, yeah, I can get some English sometimes. It might not be bad. Man, Garland, good save. Actually, a little bit of a rebound and nice little kind of reach out for the puck. Yeah. All right, man. Mark Film. Mark, you're in Italy? All right, Mark. Yeah. Rock on, man. You got to root for your country. You got to root for your country, man. Not that Canada is bad at hockey or anything, right? They're pretty good. So, yeah, great shot by, I want to say that was Wolanin. Great shot from the point. Zlatan Lannister. Hi, dude. I could find stream on internet. I'm with you. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, Zlatan. I'm not showing the game, Zlatan, but I'm calling it. I'm just doing color with a really crappy play-by-play. It's 1-1 USA and Canada with 2 minutes to go in the first period. And this Olympic ice is fun. David, I am in Alaska, so it is 3:45 in the morning. Yeah. Zlatan, great, man. I just didn't see any of your comments. I really appreciate it. I knew there were 2 people in the chat, but I didn't know what was going on there. Like nobody talked to me. Which, by the way, Zlatan, partially my fault because I didn't set up the feed to accept live chat right away. So I don't know what I did wrong there. Yeah, so USA working around here, 1:17 left. They've got, I've actually been really impressed with USA's offensive zone pressure. Pretty solid. Yeah, you're not going to find a stream link on like for the game on YouTube. You can watch it on USA Network via Football TV. So, or USA Network, I apologize. NHL Network. So if you have Football TV, football.tv, FUBO. So I got that so I could do this game. Whoa. What a great chance by Tage Thompson right in the wow. Canada's lucky this is not 2-1. And Tage Thompson with another good chance. Kemper is, oh my God, the US has got them hemmed in. It is all USA for this low. Now Canada has it. They break it out, but I think they're going to get called icing here. Yep, ice the puck. No, they waved it off, so they do have hybrid icing. Yeah, I can put it where I watch it, but you have to have a subscription to it. So here, I'll throw the link in the chat. But you have to have a subscription, so it's not free. But I think they have a free trial, so you could sign up for like a week. But their package with the NHL Network is like $80 a month, so it ain't cheap. Probably less in Turkey, I'll say. Yeah, I don't. You know what? I wish they would. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So I'm sorry, Zlatan. I don't know what you could watch in Turkey. So that is the intermission. Do you guys have any questions? I am going to get a snack and a rock star. Yeah, so Zlatan, I know that TSN had it too. Let me see. I had a feed. Hold on. Oh. You may be able to find it on Reddit illegally. Reddit may be doing it. I think somebody on Reddit is doing it. Oh, DAZN? Well, DAZN is like $9 a month. So that's way better. I'll be honest with you. If I could just pay like $1 for the NHL network, I would just have that. Because a lot of the blackout stuff is showed on the channel. So I would just love to have the NHL network. Hey, guys, I'm going to take a quick break, get a drink and a snack, probably some reindeer sausage, Alaska, which is like caribou. And yeah, I'll be honest, Zlatan, I would stay off a lot of the illegal streaming sites because a lot of that shit is like that's where they steal information and there's all kinds of viruses and malware. Just not worth. In the end, you're ultimately just better off paying for it. All right, guys, stay in the chat. We got 7. Please leave a like, subscribe. I'll be back. We're on intermission. I will put on a little bit of the volume.
Other odors.
Nah.
These days, it's easy to feel like you're not in control.
And
More so if you're
that way you have something to listen to, just a tad. All right. Appreciate it, Zlatan. Thank you, J-Dog, by the way, too.
making everything easy, fair, and affordable.
Let them show you for free how awesome your hair will look with an absolutely free information kit and a gift card for $250 off. Text SPEAK to 234234. Ask about the buy-free guarantee. Text SPEAK to 234234. Monday. Can you believe it? They down McDavid, and they matched Matthews. Now, these unlikely giants in the go head-to-head. Jets, the Maniacs, Game 4, Monday, 8 Eastern, NHL Network. Riga, Latvia, home to the 2021 World Hockey Championship. Penultimate day. 16 tomorrow, the gold and bronze medal games. Today it's the semifinals. U.S. and Canada currently locked at 1 apiece with Ray Ferraro and Dave Reed. Frantic end to that first period. Canadians were busy, got on the move first. Sean Walker was an active guy, Ray.
Yeah, I thought the first half of the period, in particular, Canada was really aggressive getting their people up the ice and defense in particular, and really carried much of the early pace of the game. We're going to watch the goal here. There's Sean Walker deep in his zone. He's played about 20 minutes a game in the tournament. He takes a pass from Nick Paul, jumps up the ice. This play's made with Justin Danforth driving the net. That clears room for Brandon Perry to come in behind. There's a mess at the net. Perry walks in to tuck in his third goal of the tournament. And here's Walker later in the tournament. He's not staying back at the blue line. He feeds Brown, gets in for the rebound. And if Adam Henrique doesn't double hit that rebound in front of the net, Canada's up 2-0 at that time. But Canada's clearly trying to get their D up into the play. And for what is a 1-1 game, that was not a boring period.
No, it was not. Team USA went low to high for the tie, Reader. They did, even though Canada wants to get their D up in the play, like Ray was saying. I think they got to worry more about their own zone. The U.S. has done this all tournament. They work below the goal line extremely well. They love what you call a low to high. Low in the offensive zone, bring it back, rim it, or bank it for the D, and work something to the net. Get bodies to the net. I love this little give and go, a little high cycle with LeBanc and Willanen. Willanen puts it to the net, and there's Blackwell with the redirect. U.S. has been dominant below the goal lines, especially in the second half of the game. How about after the goal scored? This shit, we can't say it all.
All right, boys. Thanks for sticking. We gained somebody. Rock on. Little breakfast beer. The sun is about to come up. It is light out. We got about 35 minutes and the sun's officially up. Little beer with a lime. So Ray Ferraro, Dave Reed, and Rod Black doing TSN's covers. Ray Ferraro is, by the way, one of the best hockey analysts. I love him. He's married to a U.S. legend, by the way, Cammy Granado. Amazing to me, as good as like he had over 400 goals in the NHL. It's amazing to me. I don't know if his son is a product of his marriage with Cammy or if that's a different marriage or something, but I'm surprised he doesn't have like a McDavid level player. As heady as that guy is about, oh my God, that I cannot believe USA is not leading this game. They've had some pretty good scoring chances. So interesting. Anybody have any questions or who you rooting for? Yeah, I didn't realize he lived in British Columbia. That makes sense that his wife took the job at the Seattle Kraken. I would not be surprised, J-Dog. He was with ESPN before. We used to do NHL Tonight with John Buccigross. Chicken parm. Winner, chicken parm dinner. No, he's incredible, man. Garland's look good, Zlatan. Yeah, pretty good. I mean, dude, here's the thing. The pressure's on Canada. They're the number one team. They're always going to be the number one team. That is that country's sport. I don't think the U.S. ever has the pressure. Nobody it's like the fifth most popular sport in the U.S. now. I mean, NFL, NBA, baseball was still probably third. MLS. Yeah, MLB is baseball. MLS soccer is probably fourth because now you can watch Premier League. And so when I was over in Kosovo, I was hanging out with some British guys and they were from Manchester and Liverpool. And they asked me, this is when like Manchester United was awesome. Liverpool is awesome. They're like, do you know Tim Howard? I go, I don't. And he was an American goalie. I go, I have no idea who any of these people are. Zlatan, that's awesome, man. It's awesome that you came. I take anybody. I love meeting people from foreign countries and learning about their thing. I know soccer is really big in Turkey. MRK says Canada isn't anywhere near the team they usually have. Their top D-man is Power, and he's only 18. Yeah, and it's his draft year. I understand. Look, I get that, but you also understand, like, USA could have Austin Matthews. I mean, Brian Burke said a long time ago, there's 35 million people in Canada. There's 350 million people in the U.S. Do the math. Eventually, I believe 5 years ago, I read a statistic that one of the biggest or easiest college scholarships to get was fencing and hockey in the U.S. Because a lot of universities have started up hockey programs and stuff. So it's going to be interesting, guys. That is some Alaska reindeer sausage right there. They call it reindeer. If it's commercial, it's reindeer. If it's hunting and you kill it yourself, it's caribou. So it's essentially the same thing. And it's good when I needed to eat something for whatever reason. So we're still on commercial break. It looks like they're playing in a small arena as far as like there's not a lot of seating. Just give me one more second, guys. I forgot one thing. I apologize. I believe the last. Yeah, so Mark, MRK, I can't tell you what the difference in caribou tend to be a bit bigger than deer and a little bit smaller than elk. I don't know what the difference is. It tastes way different. The thing I can tell you about caribou is it's the leanest meat like known to man. Like if that's all you ate, you would actually die because it doesn't have enough fat content. That's not a problem in byproducts like sausage, by the way. So buy it at the store. Anybody watch the NHL games? Wow, Vegas, man. They were about to go down 3-0. I had Colorado as my cup pick, but they have not looked good the last 2 games, and they still could be up 3-0. And I saw Byram was playing for Canada, right? Was he not? Yeah, MRK. I would David, I'm not you can screen. I'm not sure what you're asking, David. David, sorry. I can't show the screen. I wouldn't even know how to do it, man. Like I wouldn't even know how to do it on the feed. So, they should let YouTubers do it, but I'd have a hell of a lot more people in here. Yeah, MRK. I love Carolina. I actually had Carolina losing in the first round to Nashville. I just thought they would get upset, but I picked that whole division wrong. I thought Florida would handle Tampa Bay. They played them pretty well this year. And boy, I'd love to see them meet in the playoffs every year. These regional rivalries are awesome. Yeah, J-Dog. The Jets will have to play the winner. If the Jets beat Montreal, they'll have to play the winner of Colorado or Vegas. So neither Canadian team has beaten any of those teams unless like they have injuries galore. If the Montreal Canadiens, who are up 2-0 now, end up in the Stanley Cup final, it'll be one of the biggest surprises because both the Jets and Montreal were absolute garbage at the end of the year. Anybody that watched. So we'll see how it goes. I picked Colorado to win the Cup. I would love to see them win, but it would not break my heart to see Carolina or I don't want Tampa. Just nothing against Tampa. They won last year. I'd just like to see somebody different. My team, the Caps, lost to Boston. I wouldn't mind seeing Boston win. You'd be like, oh, we lost to the Cup champs. I really think if Boston gets by the Islanders, and right now they're playing like the better team. I've even felt like the game the Islanders won, Boston probably could have won. But this last game, the Islanders played their asses off and lost in overtime. So Habs Bruin final would be freaking epic, J-Dog, just because of the I'll never forget Jack Edwards just like screaming at the camera. Roman Hammerlick, like they have so many good rivalries. It's such a good rivalry. It's original 6. They've played a million times in the playoffs. They effing hate each other. You can't find more polar opposites. The one thing that's funny about that is Montreal's an insanely old city. Boston's like one of the oldest cities in the U.S. So they're both like really old cities for the Northwest or the Western world in the Americas, North America. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. By the way, we're back in action, guys. 1944 and USA. Oh, my God, USA had another. LeBlanc had a really good chance. And, boy, I've been really impressed with USA's forecheck. They have really pressured, and it's all been, like, stick checking. It's not body. You guys know with the Olympic ice, it's going to be a lot harder to body check guys because there's just some guys are such good skaters, and there's so much more room. That's why I said I would love the US if the NHL went to hybrid ice. Just open it up. Just make it better for the offensive players. I mean, I don't need to see a 6-5 game, but a 4-3 game is nice. And in the playoffs, you see how that shapes out. We're getting these 1-0 games, which there's nothing wrong with that. But like Montreal was the first team to win a game since like 1960, with the only goal being that was deflected. Oh my God. 50 just bounced over his stick. He was going to bury an open net. And I don't know who 50 is because, Eric Robertson. Sean McIntyre, welcome to the chat. The thing about the Habs was they played 25 games in 41 days with 6 of their main players, and Price is a game. I think you mean game changer. I think I know what you mean. Yeah, look, so I have a friend up here in Alaska that played juniors, won a junior championship with Carey Price. I have a lot of respect for Carey Price. I think he's a great goalie. I think Montreal fans tend to forget how great a goalie he is. But Montreal fans should remember, because they've won 24 Stanley Cups, that really doesn't matter what the hell happens in the regular season, that the postseason is all that matters. Here's the thing, Sean. I'm just a hockey realist. That frickin' team is decent. They're not beating Vegas, and they're not beating Colorado. They don't have anybody on that roster that, I don't know. Here's the thing about Montreal. They are really have a lot of young guys that could break out. Kakiumeni, Suzuki, and of course Caulfield. Gonna love the American kids, man. So they've got some like kids that could break out. I just think they're probably a couple years away. But it's an indicator. Jake Allen was really kind of, I thought, the better goalie for the Montreal during the regular season. And you're right, MRK, a goalie can steal series without question. And that happens every year. A goalie steals. So Canada's pressuring a little bit here. We got, again, I'll tell you, 17:20 left in the second, 1-1 still. Canada was, it's the first time I've seen them pressure a little bit this period. Troy Stetcher, that is Stetcher from Detroit / any opinions on the Scheifele hit? So here's the thing. I thought it was a penalty. I thought it was charging. I thought the actual check on the body wasn't dirty, but he was like, he charged. So that makes the whole play in its entirety dirty. And I don't think Scheifele's a dirty player. I just think he might have been frustrated. I think if he was using his hockey IQ, which that guy has a high IQ, if he had to do that play over, he would have dove on the ice with his stick on the ice to try to stop him from doing the wraparound. And I guarantee he will never make a mistake like that again, because you could tell it's just killing him not playing on the ice. Damn, USA player's stick broke. And Canada has the puck in the zone. My God, how did you not get it out? And I think Canada, I thought they scored. Did they score? Yes, they did. Oh, no, maybe they didn't. Maybe they didn't score. I don't know what's going on here. Sorry, guys. No, did not score. Extra whack on the thing, but did not score. Kept it out, I think. God, put the score back up. What are you doing, producer? So great shot from the point. Glove. Peterson got a glove on it. He saw it through traffic. And I don't know who got the. Yeah, anyway, face off in U.S. zone. Pretty good. Okay, MRK. Was expecting 1 game, not 4. So I thought originally 6. I would have said, just because of what Edmondson said. I said, maybe they'll just do 6, because it seems like the NHL has been really reacting to, what's going on in the world, and they kind of listened to the outcry. I would have been fine with 1, but I said 6. Canada just scored. My God. That looked like goaltender interference. I do not know. There's been a lot of crashes at the net. Oh, Wiles fan for life. What's up? How you doing? Woohoo! Yeah. Andrew Mangiapane. I don't know, man. If he's in the crease, I don't think this is a goal. This, yeah, 28's in the net and kind of pushes the goalie. I think this is not going to count. It's not horrible goaltender interference, but he's on, like, yeah, that's going to not count. He's on the goalie. Yeah, I don't think it's going to count. Maybe. Nope, it's counting. I think it's counting. 15:45. So really bad for the U.S. because they had a great start to the period and they were in the zone. So Canada up 2-1, 15:37 to go. And I think that's Henrique. Yeah, Mangiapane's a really good player, man. I was really, Calgary was one of my disappointment teams this year. I would have loved to have seen Philly and Calgary do. J-Dog, I'm sure you're a Philly Flyers fan. Yeah, I don't know, man. It looked a little bit like interference. I know the IIHF rules are a little bit different. It looked like the puck was going in before the thing. There's all kinds of, like, now the U.S. guys on top. There's a lot of net crashing, which to me makes no sense on this wide ice. And Canada had a really good shot from Maxime Comtois on the way back. USA taking it back out of the zone. Yeah, Kemper's playing good. I've actually been really impressed with Peterson too. He hasn't let in a greasy goal or anything. It's 2-1. I mean, Canada's Canada. So, I mean, the other thing is you're taking all these great players. Yeah, I didn't miss out on Dubinsky, MRK. I talked about him a little bit. He played for the Rangers, which is my wife's favorite team, and so Columbus. He's had some back injury problems, and he's really I don't know if he lives. Oh, Zlatan. I'm sorry, I didn't. I think that goal was Mangiapane's. I thought I said Mangiapane. I apologize. Yeah, it was gonna go in. It looked like it was gonna creep in anyway for. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Kemper and is that Connor Garland? I think Kemper and Garland got tangled up. That was Kemper and Garland all on each other. So two teammates for the Arizona Coyotes. That's hilarious. So Canada back in the zone on a face-off. Let's let this be a good game and not a blowout. US definitely playing with a lot of urgency, but I don't they shouldn't, they're not showing the live shots, so we'll see what I would like to know who's leading in shots, because I actually think the US has kind of carried the play for the bulk of the game. Canada scored a quick goal early in the game, and it looks like both teams came out to play. I mean, honestly, man, like, if most of these guys play on the East Coast, some of them play on the West. So it's like 4 a.m. for some of these guys. It's like 7 or 8. Kind of crazy. Like right now, it's 4:15 for me. So little caffeine. I think icing. Nope. So U.S. was just sloppy with that play, and they got hemmed in their own zone, and that's how they ended up giving Canada a scoring chance. But up until that point, it had actually kind of been USA. 12:51 to go, 2-1 Canada. USA's in their end, but they turned it over. Nope. Then they get the puck back. I'm really impressed with this kid, Colin Blackwell. I think he plays for the Rangers. It's so hard to tell, because a lot of these guys aren't wearing the same number, and yeah. Oh, USA had a pass to the slot, went all the way down the ice. So they'll reset behind Peterson. It's 2-1, 12-10 left in the first. 16-12 in favor of the U.S. Yeah, that sounds right. And they had a couple really good chances at the end of the period and at the beginning of this period. So they like Canada's kind of lucky they're up in this game. Not up. It should be tied 2-2. Oh, nice. Blackwell again looking for the pass. USA recovers it in the neutral zone. Back Blackwell on a break. Nope, loses it. Great defense by Canada there. And I didn't catch the number fast enough, guys. Again, I said I really wasn't going to try to do play-by-play because it's just a little bit too much for me. Garland in. Blast from the point by USA. Corralled in the corner by... Oh, Canada comes out of the corner with it. Garland's pressuring. Good forecheck pressure from Connor Garland and Ryan Donato, Chris Drury, Jack Drury. I don't know if that's Chris Drury's son or not. Man, that makes me feel old because I remember when Chris Drury was a rookie for Colorado. And I think he was on the 96 Cup team. I know he won. I'm pretty sure he won 2 cups with them. And then he had some good years in Buffalo and with the Rangers, I think. And now he's the general manager. I believe he's a Connecticut boy. So, J-Dog, thanks for the shot update too, man. I really appreciate it. Just one last thing I have to look up. But I mean, again, what in the hell? And, you know, like, just throw up shots. Like, the easiest thing in the world to, like, have up on the thing. Nice shot from the high circle by Canada. Little chippiness now between, after the whistle, between, looks like Liam Foudy for Team Canada. And I didn't see who the other one on a commercial break. I want to say it might be Trevor Moore, or it might have been Brian Boyle. I'm not tracking. So it's commercial break. Anybody have any questions? Or we got 6. We've gotten as high as 8. Like to see about 20. That would be awesome. Got a couple of likes. Appreciate the likes, guys. Subscribe and like if you're enjoying. Love to just chat with you guys. Where you're from? We got some people from Turkey in the chat. MRK, you said you were in Italy, right? So are you a military guy, MRK? Stationed in, like a Canadian stationed in Italy? Like Vincenzo? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's Canadian military overseas. My wife's uncle was Canadian Special Forces. Like, I spent 25 years in the armed forces, man. So, like, you're from PEI, Sean McIntyre. Doug McLean, man. Doug McLean. PEI. I heard PEI is awesome. Yeah, man. Love Canada. Got some cousins from Calgary area and would totally live in Canada, like British Columbia. I like living on the West Coast. I got to have mountains and like seasons, like for me. Like it's just where I grew up and not too hot. I can't do too hot. I mean, I don't mind it as much, but my wife can't stand it. And her family's originally, they're like first generation is. So she was born in Canada, but she was a first-generation Canadian on that thing. You're in Vincenzo, but not military. Meet tons of guys from the U.S. base, Ederly. Yeah, so I was airborne infantry when I first came in, and there's some airborne infantry guys in Vincenzo. I don't know if that's there anymore. But I knew some guys that were stationed there. I bet you love Italy. That's probably cool. Probably horrible during the pandemic because Italy got hammered, but probably kind of getting back to normal there now. I know Europe's they're on the back. The Italy too, like I know their population is pretty old. So still on a break, guys, by the way. So I appreciate you guys being in. Sean, are you currently in PEI? MRK, we know you're in Vicenza or Vicenza. Zlatan, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's over here, man. I mean, they got rid of the mask mandate in the 21st of May. Alaska was leading the country in vaccinations per capita. So, yeah, Zlatan, what, where are you at in Turkey? What, by the way, Zlatan, like the greatest name ever. Like Zlatan Ibrahimovic, what a player that guy is. And that dude has no problem with self-confidence, right? Leaf fans would like to borrow some of Zlatan's confidence for Mitch Marner, I think. You work in esports sector as a manager. Cool, man. That's way cool, Zlatan. That's super cool, man. Man, it's so neat kind of how a lot of this digital platforming stuff is really turning into careers. Canada just scored again 3-1. What a pass from the point. It was a slap pass. And that is 3-1 Canada. And they are looking like the better team all of a sudden. Henrique, I think, with the tip in. I don't know who did the slap pass. That was all the slap pass from the point there. God, Boyle. It is Boyle. He's like 105. Oh, what a play, man. This is what the wide ice 44 for Canada because it's going so fast. Maxime Comtois. So I thought it was a defenseman, but it was because of where he was at. Ooh, that went off the skate, I think. It's still going to count. It's a 3-1. Good goal. 3-1 Canada. 3-1 Canada. Adam Henrique, the captain, gets it done. I heard people talking shit about him earlier in a Hot Take Hockey stream. So Canada looking like the team here. What's he asking for? Oh, maybe he's asking for the clock. Yeah, I mean, the USA's look fine, but they could easily have 2 or 3 goals in this game too. So, by the way, Drury is Ted Drury's son. His uncle is Chris. Oh, okay, yeah, and I was pretty sure MRK. I didn't think it was his kid. We probably would have heard more about him. It shouldn't be a goal, J-Dog. Oh, offsides. Oh, they're reviewing it. I think it is offsides. Yeah, I think it's not going to count. Yeah, I think this is going to get waved off. This is probably the best thing for the U.S. because they were reeling a little bit there. This is going to give them some life. If this, yeah, it's offsides. Yeah, he's offsides before the puck's over the line. He made a blue line move there. It took him no time. I mean, Canada's still winning 2-1, so. No goal. No goal. Yep, that's a huge one. That's huge for U.S. because we are about halfway through this game. Oh, no, wait, hold on. It was a power play for Canada. I didn't realize. So Boyle has to go back in the box. I was wondering why Boyle was going to the box. I apologize, guys. I didn't know it was a power play because they cannot put graphics on. You know what I'm gonna do, guys? I'm gonna turn the volume on a little bit. It's because I'll just talk over it because I couldn't. Now they have the graphics. So minute 17 left in the power play for Canada. It's the second period, 8:52. So we are over halfway through the game. Still, Canada with more than half the power play left could easily score on this. Oh, hand pass. So they're going to stop it. Every time they do a stoppage and play. Yeah, MRK, I mean, I wouldn't stretch, man. Canada's looks like they're finding their game. So Connor Brown with 10 assists in the tournament. Good for him. Who does Connor Brown play for? Why can I not think of that? Kind of surprised. I guess they had to set the rosters up before the playoffs. You think McDavid would have been good on this team? Good God. I would love to see McDavid on Olympic ice, man. That dude is ridiculous. I've never seen anybody do what he can do at the speed he can do it at. And he's not that fancy with his stuff. Okay, thank you, Sean McIntyre and MRK. You said he played for Ottawa. That sounds right. I couldn't think. Good for him, man. Tearing it up. What wasn't he? He played with somebody else before, did he not? Wasn't he a Leaf at one point? Okay, so 12 seconds left to go in a power play. What a shot block by Canada coming back in. Super good shot block by Nick Paul. What a shot block before it get sacrifice. USA knows they're reeling a little bit. And Boyle's out of the box. 7:33 left to go. Canada still in the O-zone, though. Looking pretty good there. Sean Walker. Oh, they were trying to, I think he was trying to get yeah. Okay. So I thought, Sean, wow, man, Toronto. It seems like they let go. I don't know there, man. I still think they shit the bed on that Habs series. They should have easily won that. USA coming out. Connor Garland, man, Garland's got some wheel. Oh, nope, sorry, not Connor Garland. 12 is, I wanted to print this out so I didn't have to look at Trevor Moore. Good God. USA on the counterattack. That should have been a penalty. That was a trip at least, but they did not call. No big deal. Dumped in. Canada recovers, coming back out of the zone. Still 2-1, 6:17 left to go. 13 for Canada is Gabriel Velarde, I think. I do not know him. I know some of these kids are college kids and haven't played, so. And we have 7 in the chat. Been going for an hour and a half already. Doesn't feel that way. Started about 10 minutes before the stream. The game kicked off. 22 shots on goal now for Canada. They have really had a good second period. And honestly, the ice has been a little bit tilted towards the U.S. I mean, the power play helped Canada out. They're lucky with the offsides, I think. And it looks like they're going to have a break. Hey, Salty, what's up? Doing the just doing a little 4 a.m. streaming with the USA Canada. I heard John talk about it. I was like, oh yeah, I want to watch. This is a gold medal game. I'm watching this. So when I was up, I was like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna clean my dirty butt because I was running around doing all kinds of outdoor chores today, so I was filthy. And then I was out on the paddleboard, and so I had to do some stuff. So Salty, I know from Hot Take Hockey. Yeah, you're on the East Coast time, right, Salty? Yeah. So we're 4 hours of difference. It's 4:28 my time. 4:28 a.m. Yep. Totally tracking. And we're on a break. 2-1 Canada with like 6 minutes to go in the second period. And so far, but 5 minutes and 40 seconds to be exact. Been a pretty good game. I'm going to pop the volume back on. So, yeah, so interesting, man. Anybody? Salty, you're a U.S. guy, so Yeah, I know, J-Dog. I just it's all the military training I had. I can, if I have to stay awake, I can stay awake. I mean, I was feeling a little tired, but I grabbed a little bit of caffeine, and in the summertime in Alaska, I don't need a lot of sleep. 3-4 hours, I can do pretty good. So Troy Stretcher has been playing good for Canada. He's looked good in this game, and he had a hand in one of the goals already. So he has looked good. I liked him with Vancouver. I thought that was a huge loss for them. They didn't talk a lot about that loss, but he was a big loss for them. A lot of times when teams lose, God, they were so good in the bubble last year too, right? So face off in Canada zone. And Canada wins. Nope, USA comes up with it. Connor Garland is flying. I've been impressed with his game. I think he will not be with the Coyotes. Yeah, dude, but the wings need to get good. I'm telling you, like, I liked the Verana Mantha trade for both teams. I think Verana's going to be a nice. Oh, in alone. Oh my God. Wow. USA just about tied it up. I think that was Garland again. He is all over the ice right now. So MRK, I think Benning, I think for one, I don't think they had the cap room, guys. Like they couldn't. I mean, I just don't know. Yeah, Garland looks good. No, it's not. It's not 2-2, guys. It's 2-1. I'm sorry, Zlatan. I got a little excited. It's still 2-1. Connor Garland went in alone in front of the goalie. Yeah, the Louis Eriksson deal was not a good deal. Every team in the league has one of those. I mean, just about now. A guy, the Andrew Ladd contract for the New York Islanders. Oh, not good. They just need to. The league needs to step in and exempt some of these teams. Like, give one major contract exemption every year until the cap goes. Yeah, I mean, it's that. You remember when the Leafs signed Clarkson? I mean, like, that was like and he was like the best player available. Sometimes it's just the way it goes. I have an idea the NHL needs to do something. Yeah, France, see, there you go, Salty. Franz Nielsen, not a great deal. Awesome on the shootouts, though. Yeah, he did get a shot on goal, Zlatan. Again, I said I'm not really great at play-by-play. He got the puck in alone in front of the goal and got a shot on goal, but it was a great save by Kemper. So, and Canada just got a shot in, 327, saved by Peterson. And you know what, man? It's really chippy. Drury and Comtois going at it a little bit. It's been pretty chippy after the whistles. It's as the game progresses, it's starting to get chippier. Yeah, no, I mean, look, Franz Nielsen was a good player at one point. That's why he got yeah, you're welcome, Zlatan. That's why he got a good deal. I mean, you know, I think you're going to see some of these contracts going back down. I mean, the fact that I heard a rumor that Zach Hyman won't take $5.5 million. I would not pay Zach Hyman $5.5 million. Did you notice Zach Hyman in the playoffs? I sure as shit didn't. I listened to a lot of John calling the game to hear the names. And I'll tell you who's a no-show in this playoffs that I'm really surprised. PLD. Where is Pierre-Luc Dubois? That trade's starting to look better for Columbus more and more. Yeah, Salty. I think the Wings are in a really good position, and I think Yzerman is going to bring back. The only thing Yzerman can't take credit for in Tampa is Victor Hedman, because he was drafted by Brian Lawton, who, by the way, guys, Brian Lawton, American, was a high pick. I think he might have been a number 1 overall pick. Played some forward, didn't have the career a lot of people thought. Canada had a really good scoring chance. Now it's back the other way. USA 2-on-3, 3-on-3. Now everybody's in the zone. 2:24 left, still 2-1. USA bobbled it and it's back out. Getting some pressure. 22 has some speed for Canada. And I think they might be taking another break. 22 for Canada. I like his jump. Who is 22 for Canada? Why can I not find 22 for Canada? Bagel? Hagel. Yeah, Brandon Hagel. Okay. Suter, is that yeah, okay. I don't want to get too quiet. 156 left, 2-1 Canada in the zone, taken away by USA. Worked out of the zone by USA. A couple of number 8s. Tennyson. Then Garland and Foodie crashed. Boy, I don't know what happened here. Oh, ouch. Tennyson and Henrique just ran into each other on accident. They didn't see each other in the middle of the ice. Not dirty, just one of those fluky two strangers in the night crash into each other. Ouch. Tennyson looks good too, man. Yeah, Garland has looked good, J-Doc. I was impressed with him all year for Coyotes. I watched a lot of their games. I like Biz. I support them. I want to see the Coyotes do well. They have a really nice arena that's out in the middle of nowhere, which is so funny because it's right next to the football stadium. But they should be in the same arena as the basketball team. They would just draw better, and it would be downtown Phoenix. You got the younger people. They would do well. When I went, they were playing Edmonton, and I bought tickets for like $100, sat right behind Edmonton's bench. And this was when Edmonton had Hall, Nugent Hopkins, Yakupov. They were still trying their rebuild before they got McDavid, like 2013. Henrique got warned in the face-off and then they just tossed Drury. Okay, that fucking doesn't make any sense. Okay, whatever. No, they didn't. Okay, in this one they don't toss the guy. USA won it. Ooh, fanned on it. Hellickson fanned on the shot, like the shot pass from the point. USA controlled it, but now, still USA in the neutral zone. 1:27 to go. Lots of stoppages of play in the last 10 seconds or so. Hellickson again. Hellickson got some solid plays to his game. He fanning on the shots, not one. Tage Thompson. Oh, USA. Yeah, save. Couple cross checks, though. Canada might be getting a penalty here. He cross-checked the guy in the face. I think this is going to go. Yeah, I was surprised they kept Pearson over to Foley. MRK. Are you a MRK? Did you say who you were a fan of? I apologize. Are you a British Columbia? Are you a Canucks fan? If you said I can't remember, I apologize. Yeah, cool. Yeah, man, I'm really excited to see Seattle and Vancouver play. I hope that's a really good rivalry, and I want to see. Dude, I'm a Cavs fan. They have Holtby, Schmidt, Jay Beagle. Of course, Holtby and Jay Beagle were on the Stanley Cup team, so those guys will be A-OK in my book every time. So I was kind of rooting for them, and I was disappointed in them, but them losing Markstrom's stature, and then Pettersson was injured a lot for them this year. I just felt like they could never get going. And then they had that horrible COVID thing. And then just their bigger players didn't step up and play like I think they're capable of playing. So 28 seconds left to go. USA trying to pressure. This is a good game, man. Still 2-1. There's been a lot of chances. USA has made some kind of unforced error turnovers. They need to clean that up. They need to. They're kind of working from the blue line out. I don't understand. It's like they're either too in or they're too high. I don't know what the game plan is there, Capuano. Let's get some high danger chances, but like I don't know that slap pass. So we are at a intermission break, 2-1 with 1 period to go. Who says overtime? Yeah, that'll be really cool, Salty. Yeah, I think Virtanen over Gaudette was a huge mistake too, right? MRK, that Virtanen story, ooh, that did not sound good. And that definitely, to me, like you don't hear that kind of stuff about hockey players in the national media. So yeah, I'll take a OT, Zlatan. But not 2-2, like 3-3. Yeah, let's get 2 goals by the US and like Canada ties it up 3-3, and then we get an OT. And then I think they'll do a shootout. Yeah, I think didn't Gaudette go to the Blackhawks? I just like Stan Bowman, like the Blackhawks, they're rebuilding on the fly a little bit. I think Taves is gonna have to retire. It's interesting we didn't hear anything about his injury. Yeah. Yeah, that's rough, dude. I mean, I didn't hear the news about Gaudette. I know that's sort of been the case with like, who's the Galchenyuk and stuff. He's moved around. Yeah, that sucks, dude. I don't know about Gaudette. Excuse me, guys. Now I'm showing my 4:30 in the morning, 4:41. I was hoping we'd get a hot take John Bavaro sighting, Salty, but I don't want to message him or anything. I think since it's semis, it would be 10-5-5 OT then shootout. Yeah, I think you're right, J-Dog. Yeah, I think that's correct. Yeah, 5-on-5. Dude, playoff overtime is the greatest thing ever. I root for a playoff. That 5 overtime game was so much fun. I can't think of. I remember a game that was 5 or 6 overtimes between Philly and Pittsburgh, and Philly won. Was I think Mike Knuble, John LeClaire, somebody scored. Oh, it was a former Red Wing that played for the Flyers. I want to say Knuble. I thought. Man, that was a good game. I could remember. Keith Primo. That's it. J-Dog, you the man. Why couldn't I think of Keith Primo? I do believe he was a former Red Wing at one point. Was he not? That was a great game. That game and that Columbus game. Now, I would have loved to have seen Columbus beat Tampa in that 5 overtime game. Just because I thought, but wow. Braden Point, was he 3rd round pick? What a stud. What a stud. And that dude is so clutch. Yeah, so Salty, I did not watch. I try to avoid watching Pittsburgh because they just make me angry. I wanted the Senators to win that for sure. Yeah, Keith Primo was awesome, dude. I like Mike Knuble too, man, former Cab. I'll be honest with you, man. The Colorado Detroit series were so good. I love those series. The best. Just love them. So, any opinions on the side? Well, so MRK, we were just talking about that a little bit. I'm starting to lean like, I know Laine isn't the greatest two-way player. Who gives a shit? The guy is a great goal scorer, and he actually put up some decent points for Columbus. Where has Pierre-Luc Dubois been in the playoffs? He's not shutting down the guys he's playing against, and he's not doing anything. Now, I get it. Philip Deneau Philip Deneau, gets 0. He's not good offensively, right? Hey, I'll just tell you this, Salty. go to like Winwood Sports, go to like YouTube and Google the shit out of those because they were so good. And the thing about Detroit was they went a long time without winning the cup. And I think was it 97 or 98 that they finally won. I think 97, they won 97, 98. So they went a long time without winning. And I want to say they went to the finals in 94, but got like destroyed by the trapping Devils. So yes, the Chris Draper. Yeah, dude, Philip Deneau MRK is like one of the best. I was telling John Viveros, Hot Take Hockey, subscribe to Hot Take Hockey, guys. If you haven't subscribed to Hot Take Hockey, go to Hot Take Hockey. I really appreciate you subscribing to the Sports Beard and Sports Beard Sports. But please, sir, go out, check out Hot Take Hockey if you're a big hockey fan. He does a ton of live streams, and he's unbelievably good play-by-play. So, anyway, yes, 95. I thought they went 94 too. Oh, no, my bad. 94 was, how could I forget 94 was the Rangers in Vancouver. MRK, you probably remember that if you were alive because I believe every time Vancouver loses the Stanley Cup Finals, they burn the damn city down. So, yeah, craziness. Apologies, guys. I was getting a quick snack. Yeah. So USA's had some chances. This could easily be going in their favor. They've been a little bit of overpassing, I think. So they could easily have 3 goals. Yes, that's right, Salty. That was their first year in the league, I think. Yeah, Boston hadn't won in forever either. MRK, and just I think the physicality of that team in the playoffs, just one of those things. Carl Blackwell, they're interviewing. I've been impressed with his game. I believe he plays for the Rangers, and he's like a 4th liner for them. He's looked really good. I cannot wait to see the Olympics with like the full might of Canada and US and Russia and Sweden, and going to be crazy. '94 and 2001 were the 2 best finals, even with the Canucks losing. Yeah, game 7s, incredible. I thought 2003 was. Yes, that was the year that they beat. Yeah, 95. The Devils won 2. And they won in 2000. Scott Gomez was on 2 of the Cup teams, and he was on the 2000 and 2003 team, I think. Yeah, so and Scott Gomez is an Anchorage, Alaska kid, so I would remember we were all rooting for the Devils. In 2001, the Devils played the Avs, though. I did not root for the Devils, and I was one of my friends here in Alaska that was not rooting for the Devils. I said I want Ray Bourque to win a Stanley Cup. He's a great player. I hate seeing great players not win cups. Just like Joe Thornton, I'd love to see him win a cup. I would have preferred that he did it when they played Pittsburgh in the finals. That would have been awesome. And by all accounts, he's a great leader. Guys love playing for him as a captain. So, yeah, that was a really good play. That was a really good playoffs. And the sad thing is, MRK, Vancouver was the best team in the league that year, without question. I mean, they were so good. The Sedins were so good. Bieksa, Alex Burrows, they had a lot of good players on that team. They just needed like some grit to match Boston's grit, and tough when you have Chara and who was the scrap? Sean Thornton. So I had some scrappy guys on that. Milan Lucic, like beast mode Lucic. So Kessler, yeah, Kessler's a great player, man. I love Kessler. And he was a good physical guy. Same with Bieksa, but just it seemed like Boston had their toughness like throughout their lineup. and the skill to, I mean, we were just talking about Philip Deneau. I mean, Philip Deneau is Nathan McKinnon said Philip Deneau is the toughest center he's ever played against. You know who's a tougher center to play against than Philip Deneau and can actually score and do things offensively? Patrice Bergeron. I mean, the guy is up for the Selke every year. He's so good. Yeah, and Tim Thomas we were just talking about goalie stealing. Tim Thomas stole that series because Luongo didn't play bad at all. Like, I thought he played great. I think there was one game in that playoffs where Luongo got shelled a little bit. I always did wonder, though, MRK, that Luongo was a little bit fragile. But didn't he come in 2010 Olympics and replace Brodeur and was Studley? I still don't understand why he didn't just dominate. It's 1-2. Luongo is one of the first guys I remember just looking massive in the net. And now they all, like Vasilevsky, it's like, if he doesn't have it, he's not on. It goes to show you that how good these guys are and they can put the pucks. But he's so huge. Like, when you're that big, like Darren Pang was a goalie. Like, I could eat Darren Pang and put him in my body, and I'm not that big guy. Bishop is huge. Yeah, Bishop. There's tons of guys. Varlamov is 6'4" or something. I think Samsonov. Some of the guys that don't look big are big in real life, like big dudes. John Viveros, 6'3", does not look big. I am 6 foot barely. I don't know if I look big or not. But on TV, it's so hard to tell. Some of them look smaller. I'll tell you who I saw in person, and I was like, that dude is massive. Chris Pronger. I saw him in the Sharks and Blues were supposed to play an exhibition game up here. And on September 12th, 2001. And, well, I know Darren Pang was pretty tiny, salty, when he played back in the day. Printer dragged the Oilers to the finals. Are you talking about oh yeah, Pronger. Who was the goalie though? You guys' starting goalie got hurt. I think you had Rolison. Yeah, I don't think Cujo's a real big guy, and he was incredible, dude. Like, he was I think Salty, what about the resident Chris Osgood? I don't think he's a big guy. What? He's enormous. Moog. Andy Moog. Moog is the smallest goalie. How big was Moog? I think Moog was actually solid. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Pronger went to the towards the end of his career. He found a lot of niche. We won the cup with Anaheim, right? Probably not hard that he played with when they talk about great defensemen, I don't know how Niedermayer doesn't get brought up every time. Like, he's so good. Like, in my lifetime of players, like, would I take Ray Bourque over Lidstrom? No, probably not. I love Bourque. At Bourque's prime, he was really good. But I'd take Lidstrom. Would I take Niedermayer over Lidstrom? No, but if I got Niedermayer, I wouldn't be sad. And, Pronger played for from what I've heard about Pronger and the spit and chick, I really like Pronger. I would not want to be on the end of his nastiness. I can give as good as I get, but he just looks like a mean bastard. He started with the Whalers. I remember him being like one of the last players that had actually played for the Whalers. Yeah, man, if I was a pro athlete, I would have my kids do whatever they want. I wouldn't have them play the sport I played. I think it puts too much pressure on them. Walter Payton's son went to Miami. He was half the player. Walter Payton was a small school athlete, I think a lot of these, Jerry Rice, Arthur Zerbe, insane. And I want to say Urbe took the Canes to the finals too, right? Didn't the Canes lose a final before they won one to Red Wings? That might have been that 2002 or something. Yeah. Yeah, 2002. Yeah. 93 to the Habs. Who lost to the Habs in 93? Yeah, it was the Kings and Canes. Sorry, my bad. The Carolina Hurricanes. Yeah, Canes and Kings still two. So this is a good game, man. If this ends up 2-1, I think we're in for some OT here. I'm gonna go back to this little bit of audio with video here, just so if you guys can hear it. If it's too loud, let me know. Yeah, no worries, J-Dog. Thank you again for being an impromptu mod for me, even though I don't probably need it. I'm gonna make you one too, Salty. I know you, so and I know you do a lot of mods for a couple chats, so yeah, I know you'll be back. J-Dog, you didn't seem very committal at the first, but I'll leave you as a mod unless you ask me to remove it. So J-Dog, you are officially my first mod ever, and Salty, you are my second. But we haven't had any problems, man, because we're all adults and we got 8. So, Mangiapane, great goal on the breakaway. MRK has got a faster feed than me. I saw his woohoo before the score. I won't say no spoils in the chat because I don't have any rules. But just realize some people might actually be getting brutal. U.S. almost scored, and then it was just a chip away. I mean, it was off the blocker. Yeah, so Arano, thanks for coming in, Arano. Leave a like and subscribe if you're interested. The score is 3-1 Canada. Mangiapane just netted his second goal. Yeah, Mangiapane's awesome. I think was he an undrafted player? I know he wasn't. He's a good player. Dominic, what's up, Dominic? Is that Capitals fan, Dominic? It's Jeremih, Dominic. No worries. Finland, woohoo! Finland, man. One of my friends here in Alaska, Tuomo, is from Finland. He's a physical therapist. He's an awesome dude. We go watch movies and stuff. Yeah, Calgary was the biggest disappointment for me in Calgary and Philly. They both were huge disappointments. I really expected a lot more from Philly. I heard rumor, though, that Philly could be in on this Seth Jones. That'd be a good move. USA versus Finland would be nice. Yeah, this is the gold medal game. Finland's awesome, though. I wish we would play on that hybrid ice, and I love a lot of their I know they won the World Juniors a couple years ago, too. They got some really good players. Always it seems like with the Scandinavian teams, though, like they either have like incredible goaltending or incredible defense, but they never have them at the same time. That's what I always feel like they run into that problem. I think we should trade our first rounder for someone this year, and I'd love it if they could get Jones. You know what would be good, J-Dog, if you could get Jones and Jack Eichel. I think Philly would be a sneaky pick for Jack Eichel, too. Now, you're going to have to get rid of they got to get rid of that Voracek deal. That's going to kill them. I still think he has 3 or 4 years left on that deal. And at times, he's one of the better players on the ice. He's still got some speed. But I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, J-Dog. Couturier looked like shit this year. And he was coming off his Selke year. I thought he was garbage, like a lot of the times I saw. MRK says Trek living and bidding are the worst. Trek living. You meant tree living. Yeah. Yeah, I honestly, here's the thing, MRK. I actually liked the moves that Tree Living made. I liked getting Markstrom. He was the best goalie available. Calgary really needed to solidify their number one. Yeah, Konechny can't stay healthy, Salty. That's the problem. And I liked the Tanev signing. So I didn't dislike the signings Calgary made. I just think they couldn't find their game. I honestly thought when they hired Sutter, they were going to make the playoffs. I was surprised. I think they had more wins than Montreal, but I think Montreal had more over points or something with overtime things. I don't know like how that worked out. So yeah, I was not disappointed with them. So Sharks fan 63, thanks for coming into the chat. We're up to 9 now. By the way, it is still 3-1. I don't know if there's a stoppage in play. I'm a Washington Capitals fan. I lived in DC area in the 2002, and I would listen to them on the radio. That was before Ovechkin. They still had Peter Bondra, and I think Hunter had already gone. Brendan Witt, Steve Konowalchuk, guys like that. So yeah, I mean, MRK Markstrom didn't play great this year, and it's always interesting. I could say the same thing about Holtby when Mitch Korn left. He just has not found his when Mitch Korn left with Barry Trotz to the Islanders. So USA on a breakaway, 2-0. Oh man, they scored 3-2. 3-2, baby. Back in it. Back in it. Back in it. Poked in by Chemensky. I do not know who this guy is. Mike Johnson, also underrated analyst. So good. Like him a lot. Cannot wait to never see Pierre Maguire. Yeah, we need to be back in this, Lawton. It's 3-2. Let's get back in. Their heads in the game. I don't know Jim Wilski or something. I don't know this guy. I'm terrible. I should know this guy. He's wearing Ryan Callahan's number, and he looks a lot like Ryan Callahan, actually. I haven't been following the U.S. team. Yes, Salty. You know what I'm really excited for? I'm excited for is Mario Ferraro not Ray Ferraro's son? Yeah, he plays for the Sharks, right? He's got some I kind of like these lesser known players being on this team. It's just like a lot of these guys wouldn't get a shake otherwise. And it's sort of enjoyable to see some of these guys shine. It also shows you that there's no, I don't think so, MRK. I didn't see Abdelkader for USA. Abdelkader's a USA player. He's not playing, I don't think. U.S. roster is Cal Peterson and Ettinger at goal. Wolanin, Hellickson, Robertson, Moore, and Garland is the top line. They've been good. Wolanin and Hellickson have been good. Jones, Tennyson, Donato, Drury, and Tage Thompson. Then Mackey, Weidman, Robinson, Blackwell, LeBlanc, Ryan Shea, Clendenning, Rooney, Boyle, and Sasha Chememsky. And then head coach Jack Campiano. Okay. Yay, Logan Hacker. What's up, buddy? Welcome to the show. 9 in the chat. Leave a like and subscribe. Callahan, a Bolts legend. Or New York Rangers captain, too. I mean, kind of that. Yeah, it's so sucky about him, man. I don't know if he got a ring. I know he was on the roster, but I know he had such bad back injuries he had to retire. And I thought he was doing some work on NBCSN, solid. I think subsequently he's been doing some work for NHL. So Canada's in the zone. It's 15 minutes to go in the third. 3-2 U.S. down a goal. Canada's cycling. They're using their speed. Just speed cycling up. Now maybe a potential breakaway for USA. 19 going down. 19. I'm so sorry, guys. I just cannot remember who these numbers are. 19 for USA is, I don't know. Wait. Robertson. Jason Robertson, like twice I've done that. Yeah, so what time? Sharks fan 63, it just turned 5 a.m. in Alaska. A sports beard stream in the morning. I'm totally down. Thank you, Tristan. Cool to see you, man. I see you in the Hot Take Hockey streams all the time. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, dude, I wanted to watch Canada USA, so I was like, oh, I'll sign up for this and watch it. And I was like, oh, why don't I stream for this? Because was pretty sure HTH was not going to get up and stream. So I chose not to go to bed. I might watch TNT more because of Kenny Albert and Gretzky. Yeah, the Gretzky thing is so cool. What'd you say, Logan? We stole Mac too? Rag C? I don't know what you mean, Logan. I apologize. Oh, you took McDonough, Logan Hacker. You know what, Logan? I'm sorry. I didn't know you were a Tampa Bay fan. I don't know why. I just didn't know. I apologize. Yeah, you know what I'm excited about, Salty, for that is just to see Gretzky do his analysis. So, yeah, 2 Ranger captains, yes, for sure. You didn't steal them because the Rangers traded them. Like, the Rangers did a really good job of doing realizing they needed to do a rebuild. I kind of wish the Caps would do that. You know, like, keep Ovechkin, everybody else can go. Like, we got some young D. Carlson, I would keep him. I like all our goalies, but TJ Oshie, I'd like to keep him. But yeah, we just need to do a retool. Yeah, I mean, I would like to see Kuznetsov needs to go. I want to see him traded. I really wanted Kopitar. His deal is kind of a tough deal to trade, though. I think he makes Mitch Marner type money. I know I think he's over 10 million. So, oh yeah, Logan, the Bolts are so lucky that Kucherov had. No, I wouldn't. I probably would. Well, here's the thing with Backstrom. He's been playing like second line in the playoffs. He's making $9 million. Like I think McClellan is gonna regret that deal. Like I love Backstrom, but I just like he wasn't noticeable in the playoffs for me. And he needs to be like our best center. And he's just been shit in the faceoffs. Like he's such a good defensive player when he wants to be. I just don't understand why he can't do better in the faceoffs. Yeah, no, look, like Salty, I'm not trying to talk shit about him. The guy's incredible. But he also gets the pass the puck to Ovechkin. Ovechkin had 4 points in 5 games. He wasn't the reason we got eliminated. They'll say he is, but it sure as shit wasn't him. You know, Crosby didn't have a point like in 4 games against the Islanders, but it wasn't his fault. But Ovechkin had 4 points. Yeah, anyway, I'm always going to be a little bit slighted because I feel like, the coverage was very favorable for Crosby for a very long time. Oh, what a shot. USA just about tied it up 3-2 still. LeBlanc with a nice shot. So, yeah, Logan, I'm going to tell you right now, I think you can – I love Dylan, Sharks fan 63. I like his game. He's not the fastest. I like, every once in a while he takes a penalty you don't like. I've been fine with him. I'm good with him. I would like to see him play less minutes. And I hope the Caps bring Chara back too if he wants to play, because I thought he was actually really good for the Caps. And they got to figure out. They got to figure out what they're doing with turnover by Canada. Got it in, and wow, I'm telling you, Canada did the tip drill before this game. So 12:29 left. USA on a break. 12, but it's like 1-on-3. It's all Canada in the zone, but USA cycling it. Trevor Moore and Connor Garland line, man, that top line has actually looked really noticeable. They have done well against Canada, and they're wow. He tries to dump it. Yeah. I think the U.S. team was a little bit dogged, so Canada was able to get it out. They're working it in now. But it's like 1-on-4 for Canada. It's 11:53, still 3-2 in favor of Team Canada. Team Canada. Oh, taking off the puck. Kind of surprising, I think. I think there's been one penalty in this game, and that went in favor of Canada. Then they initially scored a goal and it was waved off for being offside. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know, MRK. I wouldn't. He was pretty good for the Caps. He not fast, but we're like the oldest team in the league. So, we paid him $700,000. Like, not a bad third line defenseman. And he was on the penalty kill for a good bulk. The Caps were so beat up. Ovechkin played on one leg the whole year. Yeah, that probably should have been called a penalty. I think Carlin got cross-checked from behind on Canada kind of got away with one there. Whatever. That's not uncommon. Hey, Taden Stringer, you got to root for your country, man. I'm going to root for USA just as hard. Canada's playing well, man. It's a good game. It's 3-2. The teams are I'm not just the U.S. loses this game. I'm like they missed on a couple of chances where they could have. I think Tage Thompson just about buried it. Donato and Thompson putting some pressure on. That's the fourth line, I think. Third line, sorry. Ryan Donato. Ryan Donato's a Sharks guy too, isn't he? Sharks fan 63. Sure. I believe that Chychrun identifies as a Canadian, but he is not playing for Team Canada. Well, I think he was born in Florida, though. But must have had Canadian parents or something. So that's a bummer because he would be a great addition to Team USA. Yeah, I mean, MRK, I wouldn't say it's been all because of Kemper. He's made some saves. Honestly, the U.S. they've just missed on some really good chances. He hasn't been brilliant or anything, but he's been good. He's a good goalie, man. Like, he's a solid goalie. Yeah, I mean, Johnson is not going to Seattle, Logan Hacker. They're not taking that contract. There's no way in hell. Ron Francis is not a moron. You guys are going to have to bury that contract or buy him out, and you're going to have to get rid of Coleman and, you're going to lose somebody. You're going to lose somebody. You can't be $18 million over the cap. You're going to lose one or two guys. It's just going to happen. But you might win 2 cups in a row, so it won't be that depressing. I think you're going to be in the finals for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know Colton. Yeah, Ron Francis is going to be – look, guys, Ron Francis is going to do as effective as a job as George McPhee did. I believe he's a super intelligent player. He was an incredible player when he played. I watched him play. He was incredible. We saw him win 2 cups with Pittsburgh, but really good player for a very long time. I think he was also on the Carolina team that won a cup too with Brendamore. And may have been was he not? Maybe Brendamore was the captain. I can't remember. So, yes, thank you, Sharks fan. I worked 23 years so I could grow this beard. Arno, what is the score in the situation? Hey, Arno, no problem, man. It's 3-2 Canada, 9:21 left in the third. Canada is bringing out of their zone. I'm just doing, like I said, I'm just doing color. So, was Francis on the O2 team? He might have been in the front office, Salty, but he won cups. It wasn't like Brendamore hadn't won. Like, I remember that being a big deal. I remember kind of rooting for that. But there were some good guys on that Edmonton team too. Like, I think Ty Conklin, Anchorage, Alaska. I always forget about old Ty. Pretty good goalie from Alaska. Sorry for the yawning, guys. Yeah, the cap has wrecked the league, in my opinion, to some extent. I mean, before you had the Red Wings were like the Yankees. No offense, Salty. They had, they could just buy all the good players and put them on their team. And they weren't winning every year with that formula. But my idea is, and I don't know what you guys think. Here's my idea. USA with a good chance, but they just got to convert on a couple of these chances because now it's 3-2 the other way with Canada, and I don't know how Canada didn't score there. The wide ice is so insane, guys. Yeah, Ty Conklin, Alaska legend, Salty. I think he played in like 3 outdoor games or something. Yep, 7:54 to go. I think they're probably taking a commercial break here. Yep, power break. Okay, I'm going to mute this real quick. I hope you guys, the volume isn't distracting or making it worse from the TV. Yeah, I mean, well, look, Salty, the cap had kind of helped Toronto because they were like Detroit without success. Like they were signing a bunch of washed up or high price guys and they weren't doing anything. So yeah, MRK, like, why don't we just play on hybrid? Just widen it a little bit. It just allows the skill guys to be skill. And I know McDavid is not going to do what he did because, look, let's face it, the North Division is a joke. I mean, it's just not compared to the rest of the league. If you watched anything from the South or anything from I'll be honest, as a fan of the Caps, I thought we were in the 3rd best division in this year. I thought the West with Colorado and Vegas alone, but Phoenix was tough. They were in the mix until the last week. You have 2, Cup champions in the Blues. Blackhawks played well. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, Belfour wasn't terrible. Lindros was washed because of his concussions. Like, he would have never been on Toronto. Yeah, but they could afford to pay those guys a lot of money and shit, and so they would have them. And I think it hurt them the way they were running it for a long. Hey, Rye Guy. Hey, Rye Guy. How you doing? Yeah. So no, I'm just saying, like, Logan. I know they were in the Central. I'm saying, yeah, the Central was incredible. Like Florida was good. Tampa was not Tampa, but they were like, you were like, oh, I mean, they're kind of like a sleeping giant. So if they wake up, hey man, Ryan, I'm doing good, man. It's good to see you. Yeah, Zlatan, I'd like to see those guys do something here. They're kind of fumbling the puck around in the O zone here. 3-2 Canada, 7 minutes to go. It is in the U.S. zone on a little bit of a forecheck. Yeah, trade. I didn't see. This is the first game I've watched of the IIHF finals because it's just playoff hockey, man. Like, I'm going to watch the playoffs. I'm not interested in a tournament where it doesn't have the best players. So Sharks fan 63, I had the Colorado Avalanche winning the cup last year, and I did it again this year. And I think had they not had the goaltending problems last year, they could have easily competed with Tampa Bay. That Tampa team was incredible, man. They did it without Stamkos. Oh, did Canada just – oh, my God, I don't know how Canada didn't score there. Canada just about went up 4-2. Who was in the front of the net? Like, great defensive play, 21 for Canada. Could have been Nick Paul. Yeah. Whoa, you're going to regret that one, I think. If USA comes back, oh, the defenseman got to play on it, or the forward. Well, Lannon, I think, got to play on it. Yeah, Mangiapane's played great, man. He's good for Canada. I mean, look, McDavid could be on the team too, right? Like, why, if he was playing for Team Canada, I think this would be a different story. But, also Austin Matthews could be playing for Team USA. So, you got some high-end skill guys there that would be really fun to watch. And then, honestly, if those guys were playing in it, it would make it a lot more interesting. But I like this, man. I don't mind some of these secondary and tertiary guys getting in there and getting to play, So, hey, 8 in the chat. Looks like leave a like, subscribe. Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't want to talk any trash or if the U.S. is up 3-2, I wouldn't want to mention much. 5:24 left. The U.S. is pressuring in Canada's zone. And we've got they're working it around, maybe doing a little. That's one thing too with this wide ice. They can work a cycle where it's just skating and passing. Yeah, I don't know that that's the case, but it would be tough to beat a Crosby and McDavid team for sure. Canada probably doesn't start 0-3, but Crosby and McDavid didn't do much in the playoffs against the teams they were playing. So I actually thought Pittsburgh played fairly well. They just like Malkin's done. Like I don't even know why they're looking at bringing him back. He doesn't look like he could play anymore, or yeah, I mean, there's plenty of time left. We're on a break. I think Connor Garland's getting tired of getting checked in the back. Like I said, there's only been one power play. Yeah. Yeah, no, I know Logan. I mean, but like no one's taken that Tyler Johnson deal, dude. Like that dude is not a fourth line player anywhere. He's a third line guy. He can't be a third line guy on Tampa because you guys have so much depth and stuff. And really, like I think what Coleman, Goudreau, and them are your third line. So who's the best player in the world? Sharks fan 63. I don't know who you're referencing. I'll say this, man. Like he didn't show up tonight, but yeah, I just don't see that, man. I'm sure they leave him unprotected. I'm sure they do. I don't see them. I don't see Seattle taking on a contract like that. Now they could. McDonough would be a guy. But isn't he basically third line defense now for you guys? I mean, like he's not doing. I mean, it's obviously you don't want to lose Hedman or Sergachev, but like I think July 27th, we'll see. They're going to take the player they think that has the biggest upside, and not guys with big contracts. Now, McDonough, I don't know. Like, I think he's past his prime. So, I mean, the Rangers wouldn't have let him go. That was a good trade for the Rangers too, man. And they got him in the deal for Scott Gomez to Montreal, and I was glad Scotty got to play a little bit in Canada. I think it just helped him. Plus, you get to play for a legendary franchise like the Canadians. He had already won a couple of cups and stuff. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, meanwhile, Tampa, they have a pretty good shot at winning the cup with a pretty inflated roster. So, like I said, my idea to fix the cap is give teams 20% off players they drafted and developed. Oh my God, a backhand by USA almost scored. 3:40 left to go. They're probably going to pull a goalie here in the next minute and a half or so. I think that was who's 36. Is there a 36? I have no idea who that was. What a good scoring chance, though. So, yep, Canada pressuring. Yeah, I've heard mixed about Power MRK. We'll see. Well, I think if Habs would have won tonight, they were definitely going to be in the. I mean, look, no offense to Habs and Jets fans, you are not beating Colorado 100% healthy, and you are not beating the Vegas Golden Knights. You're not a better team than those two teams by a long shot. And they weren't beating the Leafs if Tavares doesn't go down. I mean, there's no question in my mind that Tavares injury was so huge. So, yeah, no, I was talking about Logan. You missed. I was actually talking about that overtime game and how clutch Braden Point is. He's an incredible player. Yeah, I love going back and doing the redrafts. He's definitely not going to be he would not be a third round pick then. He's a solid player, man. He's a good player. And he works hard. He kind of reminds me of Logan Hacker. he sort of reminds me of kind of a bigger version of Martin St. Louis, except for Martin was a little bit more of a playmaker, but could score goals. But it seems like Point is not bad at passing the puck, but he is damn good at putting it in too. Like, I like that guy. I think if you're a fan of hockey, you can't like him. It'd be tough. So somebody mentioned Draisaitl. I think John Draisaitl getting traded to Columbus for Seth Jones. Ooh, I wonder, man, because like if you're Edmonton, what was your problem in the playoffs? I don't think it was defense, man. Like they just don't have any secondary scoring at all. Yeah, I mean, Trayden, I'm not trying to downplay the Habs' victory. They earned it. Philip Deneau was a huge part of it. Shut them down. So Canada just iced the puck. USA empty net. I'm going to do play-by-play for the remaining thing. And we'll do some post-game and we'll answer some questions. Jack Capuano's taking the timeout. I'm going to put a small volume on. So he's taking a timeout. It was an icing by Owen Power. So while we're on the timeout, somebody mentioned Power. I think MRK. I think I heard Matty Beniers was a better prospect. Ray Bro, if you guys know Ray Bro from the Hotch, he does a lot of like advanced scouting and reading about these guys and watching on hockey TV and stuff. A lot of these guys play overseas and stuff. So for whatever 16 Ray Bro is pretty good. Yeah. Tate and I called the timeout. If you didn't, if I'm ahead of you guys, I might be a little bit behind you guys. Because I stream everything on the internet. Also, hey, check out Mental Health Hockey. Brady Louisville, former pro hockey player that had some drug addiction and some other problems, is promoting mental health stuff. And I found about it from P.I.O. Doug McClain on The Real Kipper Show, which is also another great YouTube show that you guys should watch. Monday, Wednesday, Fridays at noon Eastern or 8 o'clock Alaska Standard Time. Yeah, Tayden, let's see if Canada can finish. 1 minute to go, empty net. Here we go. Henrique Chip got it, but nope. Now Boyle in. It looks like USA's playing their second line with Brian Boyle out there, who is the captain. Canada gets it out of the zone, resets. They change two players, dumped in Tage Thompson. Tage Thompson is a tall kid, man. He played up here in Alaska. He threw it on the net, and they had a good chance there. I don't know. USA trying to work a cycle, and then they turned it over. So 30 seconds to go. I think this is going to be Canada. I'll be honest with you, though. It turned over, and Canada scores the empty net. I'm a little irritated that it wasn't a power play for the U.S. Garland got checked from behind earlier in the game. It should have been called, and it was blatant. But Canada's got this one. 4-2, I think it's money. Yep, money. Good job, Canada. Like I said, Canadians will say, well, we could have done so much better with all that. I would like to see the U.S. at their height of power, too. I think Hellebuck, there's some really good U.S. goalies. Thatcher Demko, Jack Campbell, some guys who played really well. So Peterson, I did not have a problem with any of the goals he let in. So not a bad game. Would have liked to see the U.S. tie. The U.S. didn't capitalize on a couple of their scoring chances. Again, a little sus not getting a power play, but if it wasn't deserved, I wouldn't be crying about it. But yeah, GG's in the chats. Good job, Canada. You won. You should win against us. It's your sport. It's Canada's sport. It's the one you care the most about. That's for sure. I could not believe hearing Nick Kiprios talk about, thanks, Rye Guy. Thanks, Tayden. Good job, Canada. Congrats, Canada. That 5 million. Hey, MRK, thanks so much, man. So here's my plan, guys, for live streams. I'm going to start doing like a midnight Eastern show. So about 8 o'clock my time, post game with like some kind of live sports going on at the same time. I'm probably going to start that in the fall. So in the meantime, I'm just going to do like some post game shows after playoff games and stuff. Honestly, I'm kind of waiting for some epic playoff games. We've had some good ones. We've had some triple overtimes and stuff, and I've gone live a couple times for that. So, yeah, I'm really excited, Sean. Is there another? I thought the Olympics was next year, 2022, next year, when they're going to do the Olympics. So, yeah, hey, silver medal for USA, not bad. They're bummed out, but Canada, they won the game. They deserve it. And they came out flying right away. I'm not dissatisfied with USA's effort. They played pretty well most of the game. They just didn't capitalize on a couple of chances. Yeah, I mean, J-Dog, the last 4 times we played them in the World Juniors, we beat Canada. And we beat them 2-0 the last time. So, like, they can say what they want, but U.S. has played fairly well against Canada. Yeah, that was a nice goal, MRK, for sure. That Byron goal was pretty nice. That was a sick goal. And that was a shorty. And they had another one tonight, Toffoli. So, yeah, Zlatan, thank you so much for coming in, man. I really appreciate it. I'm going to hang out for another 30 minutes. I'm going to probably let my dogs roam around because they're out barking. But, yeah, no, it looks like J-Dog. Looks like we're going to have the players want to play. I mean, no, the players want to play. It looks like we're going to have it. So what was only the quarterfinals? I thought this was the finals. This was the gold medal game. I believe this was the final. Was it not? This is the semis? I thought this was, that makes sense. Oh. What? Oh, okay. Well, I put World Championships. Okay, so I didn't put that it was a gold medal game. All right, well, there you go. So it's not even the gold medal. Oh, okay, that's odd. Okay, rock on with your bad self. Yeah, so I'm not going to say this. My goal is to I'll have the Streamlabs stuff set up. I have some graphics and stuff I'm working on, so it'll be a little bit more professional. So I want to get a lot of that stuff worked out. Yeah, Rye Guy, everybody. Yeah, thanks, Sean. I really appreciate you guys telling me. I thought it was the gold medal game. Again, IIHF with kind of tertiary players for both teams, but great. It was a good game, man. And it was chippy, but it was pretty respectful and seemed like a real good game. I think there's a lot of mutual respect between Canada and the US, and there should be. I love Canada. I love the people there. They're good people. They're good neighbors to have, and I hope they feel that way. Oh, Salty, yes, Canada won 4-2. They got an empty netter at the end there. Well, it was a pretty good game. You're fine. Don't ever apologize. J-Dog, again, man, thank you so much for being a emergency mod. So if I look tired, it's because it's 5:30 in the morning, Alaska. I have not slept. Next year, Salty, the U.S. celebrates 85 years of USA hockey. Yeah, GG's to Canada. Here, I got to put that in the chat. Let's put that in the chat. GG's, homies. Let's see if we can get that. Oh, the flag's not on here. There we go. Yeah, no problems with Canada winning. Man, there was not very many people there, obviously. We had somebody in the chat from Finland, right? It's in Finland, correct? The game's in Finland. So, but I don't know what we topped out at, but I think we might have got double digits in the chat. We might have had like 10 people at one point. Woohoo! That's what I was telling you, man. Like when John talks about he makes he kind of makes YouTube streaming look easy, and it is not. He puts a lot. It's in Latvia. I think that's right, Salty. I wish they would say on the thing, but yeah, good job, Canada. I mean, you know, it was a good game. I would have liked to see an overtime, but you know, we'll see what happens. I think is there another game coming on? I'm not going to stay on for that other game, but if it comes on before we get off air here. So we got it. We still have 7 in the chat. Anybody have any questions or want to ask me anything? Take a swig of Modelo. Cheers, Canada. Of course, I'm going to be bummed out a bit, but I mean, like I said, it was a good game. What do you do? So, yeah, Latvia. Thanks. Hey, thank you, Sharks fan 63 for coming in. I think I'm about finishing up here anyway. Like 10 minutes. Finland, Germany up next. Yeah, okay, Finland's going to win that one, I think. No offense to Germany, though. Stutzla, I think he's going to be a player. And then is Draisaitl playing for Germany? Be interested. Mo Sider. I love that Germany's starting to get – no, he's not. Okay, I didn't think he would be. I was not surprised that the Jets beat Edmonton. I just thought Edmonton would not have been a playoff team in a normal year. Regardless of how good McDavid is, I just feel like they don't have depth. You know, they don't have the depth they need. Oh, it is well, yeah, Salty, I'll tell you. So when I was there in 2004, I was talking to my cousin's girlfriend's father, who was German, in Regensburg. And he was very into hockey. So I think they've been into hockey for a really long time. But now they've got arguably one of the best players in the world that's German. I mean, before that, I could remember like Marco Sturm. There's been some guys, but not somebody where you could be like, well, he won the Hart last year? So like that's a huge deal. And a lot of times guys like that can really elevate a national scene. I mean, we had some people coming out from overseas. Hey, thanks, MRK. It was really cool having you, man. You were in Italy. I really appreciate you coming in. So yeah. So Canada. So the gold medal game will be tomorrow, Tayden. That'll be interesting. Yeah. Okay. Wow. I didn't know they were going to play so quickly. And why not have a day off in between? That makes no sense. Morning, Zarbian. How's it going, man? It's kind of evening for me. It's like 5:30 in the morning, but I stayed up to stream the entirety of this US game, USA Canada game, 4-2 Canada victory in the semis, quarterfinal. Okay, they're showing quarterfinal games. Mangiapane 7 goals. Liam Kirk, wow, good for England. Gregory Hoffman 6 and Adam Henrique with 5. So yeah, good move. I don't know who said Henrique wasn't playing well for Canada, but if he had 5 goals, he's playing pretty good. I don't know what he scored. Oh, I was like, man, what's going on with my elbow? I have a mosquito bite. Pretty good one. So, I'm thinking about ending stream here real quick, and it looks, well, we got 8. Anybody got anything want to ask, or you want to talk a little hockey before bed / the rest of the day? Because I'll probably get like a power nap and then call it. Congrats again, Canada. All right, guys. Yeah, Zarbian, I'm in Alaska. I'm in Anchorage, Alaska. Hey, thank you so much, J-Dog. I really appreciate it. Thanks for being a mod for me. I got salty. He can keep the riffraff if anybody wants, but I really appreciate it. Yeah, Zarbian, I've seen you in the Hot Take Hockey streams before. Honestly, man, when I'm not on my computer, it's hard to type a name like Zarbian Obermeyer. I hope I said that right. So a lot of times if you said something to me, I probably just am like, I'm not typing that with my fat thumbs on my phone. Yeah, dude. Yeah, Salty, I usually don't have to worry. I'm kind of scary. So I'll just block a dude myself. Like I don't have to. But I didn't know. And J-Dog was like the first guy in the chat that I knew him from another stream. So probably Hot Take Hockey. So but I appreciate it. And I know you so well from Hot Take Hockey. So I just knew you could be a mod right away. I want to run this by you guys. This is the end of the stream, but I want to do a song that's like, let me be your mod. You know, like, I just joined your stream and I want to be your mod. I don't know you from anywhere, but let me be your mod. Like, I hear all these people asking to be mods and like John stream. And so it just like, it's like, what do you think of my song, my mod song, Salty? Like, I'm an 8-year-old in a basement with no filter. Let me be your mod. I just trolled you for 5 minutes. Now I want to be your mod. Like I think John would love that shit. It would be so funny. I really appreciate the likes and the subscriptions, guys. I personally don't like being a mod. I didn't want to pay attention to the chat that much. I like listening to the stream more, but I don't want to be a mod for anybody. So yeah, Zarbian, it's Alaska's 4 hours behind Eastern Standard. Yes. So it's 9:40 where you live. In Ontario, it's 5:40 a.m. here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's great is when the late games end, I still have sun. Let me show you. I don't know. Photo. So I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but that picture I took, it was at 12:35 at night. And then this one was like 10:30. I don't know how clear that's coming in. My screen's a little dirty. So, yeah. Yeah, so way different, man. I did a little bit of a paddleboard live stream for the Hot Take Hockey Discord. Again, subscribe to Hot Take Hockey if you're not. I think anybody that subscribed to me is probably because of Hot Take Hockey. So pretty much most of you guys were, but we got a couple of guys in. So anyway, yeah. Any more questions, guys? I'm gonna end the stream in about 3 minutes. Want to know anything or any opinions? I love the questions about trades and drafts and stuff. So yeah, Salty, I grew up on a lake in Montana, even though I was pretty poor. And I just always wanted to be back on one. And we got really fortunate. We found a property here in Anchorage that needed some work and was really affordable for us. And so we just right time, right place, and we were able to jump on it. My wife has a good job, so Zarbian, you weren't in that. I would want my team to win the cup. They're not in anymore, the Capitals. And I picked them to lose to Boston. I just thought Boston was playing really well, and they are. And I think they might end up ending that Islanders series. But I picked the Avs, and I would like to see them win. But any team that hasn't won the cup, Vegas, Carolina hasn't won in a while. Islanders would be cool. Boston would be okay. I mean, it's not been that long for Boston. Still 10 years. So any of those teams would be fine. Tampa, I'm not picking. If Logan, you're still in here, right? I mean, just because they just won last year. But yeah, Colorado hasn't won since 2001. So it's been like 20 years for them. So I would be fine with them. Yeah, Sean, that's awesome, dude. I love the Habs fans. My favorite player of all time is Doug Gilmour. He played for the Habs. I love the passionate fan bases, man. So yeah, the Habs are playing great, and no disrespect to them, they're going to get bounced in the next round. They are not beating Vegas or Colorado. I mean, Price has played incredible, but the Jets without Scheifele and Pierre-Luc Dubois, I don't know if it's a French Canadian thing. He's not showing up. Like guys, here's how I tell. If you're listening to Hot Take Hockey, listen to the names he calls. If you don't hear a guy's name calling, he's not factoring in the game most likely. So, no, and look, like Salty playing the trap when they had the 2-line outside pass was a hard thing to do. Now they don't have that, so it's even harder. So all credit to the Habs. Again, Philip Deneau is not getting the credit he deserves. He is such an incredible defenseman. When I heard Nathan McKinnon on Spitting Chicklets say he's the toughest center he's ever played against, like, yeah, the guy doesn't score. He's not much of an offensive threat. Montreal doesn't need him to be. I mean, he's shutting down. Look at the Leafs, dude. The Leafs did nothing against that line. And I don't know what Keefe was doing when he had last changed, why he was not trying to keep Matthews and them away. Like, I saw coaches do that a lot more, and I don't understand why he didn't do that. You will then watch Finland play against Germany. David, I don't think I'm gonna watch Finland play Germany. Last night you went to bed at 7:45 Alaska PM. Yeah, that's right, Zarbian. You're a smart guy for going to bed. I didn't go to bed. I was like, I'm gonna stream for this game. It was like 1 a.m. here. So yeah, Deneau's a UFA, I think. Yeah, that's right. They couldn't get him to a deal. Somebody's gonna pay him to be. I'll take him on the Caps tomorrow. You can have Kuznetsov. I actually think Kuznetsov would actually work out really well in Montreal because I think they would fix a lot of the problems with his game. And he would be a nice, like, scoring center that they could have. And Philip Deneau would be the shutdown defensive center that the Caps desperately need because they don't need any scoring. They have plenty of that. And I'm not just talking about Ovechkin. Like, if they keep Sprong, they already signed Shiri. They got a lot of guys that can put the puck in the net. But they need, like, a defensive forward that can win face-offs. He would be sick. I would play Backstrom at right wing and play Deneau on the top line. He would probably get a little bit more points with Ovechkin because that guy's incredible. Like, he does not get the credit he deserves. He's getting old and he played on one leg like the whole year. But if he comes back healthy for a full season next year, watch out. He's going to go back I think he's going to make a run again at the oh God, Salty. That's the question, right? Is Zach Hyman worth $6 million? I wouldn't pay Zach Hyman $6 million. I would pay Deneau more than I would pay Hyman. I think ideally, didn't Deneau turn down a pretty good deal from Montreal? So I don't know. I don't know what he's going to sign. You know, it might be a huge mistake too, man. Like, look, a lot of teams don't have cap space. I mean, we were just talking to Logan, like, what in the flip are the Tampa Bay Lightning going to do? So, hey, Zarbian, thanks for coming in, man. Yeah, it's Saturday. Got a lot of stuff to do myself. Yeah, I'll see you in the I'll be in the HTH stream today. I'll see you in the HTH stream. Say, hey, I may come in here so I don't have to type your name. So, thanks for coming in, man. I really appreciate it. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. All right, fellas. I think I'm going to call it. I've been streaming for 2 hours. I think that is a perfect time to say farewell. Thanks so much for coming, man. Yeah, Sean, I hope that Montreal keeps him. So that would be cool. But yeah, hey, good night, guys. Or good morning or good afternoon. Congrats to Canada. GG's in the chat. Thanks so much, guys. Really appreciate it.